Alright. There's 3 ways now in the past, like, 2 years. In the past 2 years, I've got stronger. A lot stronger. I got the singlet on today. Just why not? Jesus singlet. Haven't worn it in comp yet, but I don't know when I'm gonna wear it in comp. Maybe one of these meets. Not the next one. But I'm gonna wear it in the meet in comp. But alright. Rule number 1, set a big goal. You can't set these little goals. I want to add 10 pounds to my bench in 2 months. You can't do that because I see guys. I've seen people that say like, "Oh, I'm 160 pounds, and if I bulk, I'll gain 1 pound. I'll gain another pound on my bench, and no, I'll gain 5 pounds on my bench if I put on 1 pound. But you're 160, and you're small as shit already. So why are you setting these little goals? If you aim for bigger shit, just bigger goals in general, you're gonna blow your expectation out of proportion. Because I had a goal, my goal at one point was to bench like 250 in a few months. My max stand was like 225. Then like 3 months later, I hit 315. And my goal at 1.2 was to bench 405 within like I think 2 months before I started lifting again. And so my strength came back, and then I was benching like 385. My goal was to bench 405, and then I hit it within like a few weeks. So you have to set big goals, not these little 5-pound goals in 2 months. You have to set big goals like, oh, in 2 weeks I want to bench 405. Set the big goals. Set big short-term goals. Because those big short-term goals are gonna make you go crazy, especially in the beginner phase. Intermediate, you have to like kind of be more smart. But for beginners, set the big goals in the short term. Because trust me, they work. I want to eat more food. Now people always think, oh, if I eat all this food, if I gain 60 pounds, I'm gonna be so fat and overweight. Now see, look, I started off. I'm gonna show some pictures too. I started off my lifting journey. I lifted, I'll say all summer in 2022, but I was cutting, right? So I had some muscle, but I was cutting down. I was losing weight. So I cut down to about 250. You know, had some muscles. You know, not what I am now, but I had that muscle, right? Then when I bulked up, I've gained in the past about 2 years, I've gained like 50 pounds, right? But I'm not the leanest, right? I'm not the fat, out of shape. I wouldn't say I'm in shape either. I'm not a breath in shape, whatever. But like, I'm not this fat, hawking mass around this. I'm not overweight. I'm not obese, right? But people always say, oh, if you gain 50 pounds. Well, if you gain 50 pounds while lifting weights and exercising, it's going to be all fat, which is so stupid. Like that like that's the problem in this community. Like they say so much. Like it's even people who are veterans in this shit who say all this dumb stuff. Like if you're lifting weights, eating mostly healthy foods, even if some unhealthy foods in there. If you're just lifting weights, drinking water, getting your vitamins and shit in, eating healthy, how are you gonna gain 50 pounds of fat, right? How is that gonna be possible? Because first of all, 30 that's gonna be water. A good amount of that is gonna be muscle, and then the rest is gonna be fat. But the fact, like, oh my god. This is stupid. You can't gain, like, even if I gain 50 pounds in 2 years, it's not all fat. It's not all fat. Like I'll stand up right now. I ain't gonna show like too much, but like you see my gut, right? It's not all. I have a gut because you know I'm bulking heavy and shit. But it's like, it's not all fat. It's not like obese. I don't like Boogie 298 or whatever his name is. I'm not 400 pounds. It's like, it's not all fat. You're not going to gain all fat. Even if I gain 60 pounds or 70, even if it was 70, it still wouldn't all be fat. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, just eat more. Even if you do gain 30, 40 pounds, it's not going to be all fat. It's nothing to worry about. So gain the weight, cut it off later. I'm cutting soon. Which everybody, I always say that, but like I'm actually going to cut maybe like in the fall, you know. So gain the weight. It's some of it's gonna be fat, but once you cut it off, which I haven't cut yet, so I don't know. But like, once you lose the weight, you're gonna look better than you were from the start. So just lose the weight, or not lose the weight, gain the weight, and then lose the weight later. And you're gonna be, first of all, you're gonna be stronger. You're gonna be stronger from when you first started, and you're gonna have more muscle from when you first started. If you bulk, if you gain it at 30, 40, 50 pounds. And then lose some of it. And then the last way to get stronger is to do high reps along with low reps. Now either way, people always say, oh, low reps are for strength, high reps are for muscle. But the thing is, even if you do sets of 3, right? If you progressively overload with those sets of 3, you're going to get stronger. If you progressively overload, which means adding weight to the bar. If you add the weight to the bar in any rep range, you're going to get stronger, because guess what? You're adding weight to the bar. You're not going to, like both rep ranges do build, one might build more muscle. Even with high reps, you're gonna have to get stronger to build more muscle, because say you're repping out 135, right? You do that same 135 for 15 reps for 3 years straight. You added no weight to the bar. You're not going to add no muscle. You're not adding no weight, no sets, no nothing. You're not going to add muscle. You're not going to get stronger. You're not going to get stronger doing it. But like you have to do high reps too, because high reps build muscle. And guess what? They act like muscle and strength are correlated. If you're building more muscle, you're going to get stronger. How is it mind blowing to people? Even the people who are already, say someone's small and weak, right? But they can deadlift 700 pounds, sumo with their legs all the way out. Say you can do that, or even they can say even they're skinny and they can bench lift routine. They're gonna get stronger if they do higher reps and build muscle. Because guess what? Muscle equals strength. That's the whole point of going to the gym. Muscle equals strength. So why not build it's so, like, they act like this stuff is not correlated. It's correlated. Yeah, some small people might be stronger than bigger people. But the thing is, right, anybody who puts on size is going to get stronger. If Russell Orr, put on 50 pounds, no matter what it was, his deadlift would go up. If I put on 50 pounds, my bench would go up. If a guy who's 5'2", weighs 165 pounds who could deadlift 600 for some reason, he's not big, but he's strong. But if he puts on more, if he gets bigger, he's gonna get stronger. So stop telling people that size and strength are correlated, and they're so far. They're not correlated at all. It makes no, they're not. Stop saying they're not correlated when they're literally correlated. Like if you get bigger, piece of paper, right? It's not strong, but let's say, right? See how it's flat, right? If I add more sheets of paper, it gets heavier and heavier and heavier. And guess what? The resistance on my hand, even though it's not a lot, it's nothing. But the resistance on my hand is getting stronger. So you apply that to a person. They're gonna get stronger, no matter if they're already strong or not. A skinny dude deadlifting 700 is gonna get stronger if he puts on 50 pounds of muscle, 50 pounds of weight, 50 pounds of fat, water, whatever. He's gonna get stronger. So stop saying size and strength aren't correlated when they are. It's just some people are just smaller, stronger, but that doesn't mean that size and strength aren't correlated at all. It doesn't. That's not what that means. Anyway, I'm done with the video. Goodbye.